Today we're going to be talking about the new Predator movie that just came out, The Killer of Killers, and we're going to see if it is the best movie of 2025.
Yeah. So the new movie just came out on Hulu, Predator, Killer of Killers.
Yes.
Dude, I just gotta know straight up.
I know.
What do you think? First of all, I didn't even know it was a movie.
I didn't either. We thought it was a series.
I thought it was gonna be a series.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a 3-part series.
Yeah. But how did you feel about this movie, dude?
Oh, man. I'm not even going to lie. I enjoyed it.
Dude,
I really enjoyed it, to be honest. The animation was good. It's like that, that Spider-Verse kind of animation where it's a little choppy when they're walking and fighting and things like that. I thought that was dope. Man, it was just an interesting story all around. And like I said, I'm just glad it was a movie.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad it was all in one. And I like how they did it almost like a book where it was chapters. It was the shield, the sword, and the bullet. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah.
I was like,
as soon as they got to the part of the sword, I knew what they were doing.
I knew they were
I was
cooking.
like, oh, the next one's going to be the bullet because it's about World War II and stuff.
Yeah.
But, dude, the movie is just amazing. I ain't going to lie. The movie is so good when it comes to the story, the action, the world building.
Yeah.
Everything about this movie, for me, is amazing.
And you know what it kind of made me feel like a little bit, and you're probably going to agree? It gave a little bit of like a Love, Death, and Robots vibe, but with predators in every story.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like to me. You know what I mean?
But the way that makes it different is that it's all
connected.
Stories are connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the stories were connected. And I thought that was so cool. And I didn't think they were going to do that.
I didn't either.
I didn't think they were going to connect the stories until it shows them on the ship together.
Yes. I thought it was just going to be this just was a time where there was a predator in like 19 whatever, and then in the Viking era, and then feudal Japan. I thought it was just going to be 3 separate stories. None of these people would ever cross paths.
Yeah.
But they connected all of them.
And they did so well,
that blew my mind a little bit. So I was so they were like cryo-froze for all this time.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, me personally, I just thought this was a really good movie, and I think it was a good addition to the lore of the Predators. Yeah,
for sure.
What are they called? The Yausha? Yausha?
The Yautai or something?
I think they're Yausha.
Are they Yausha? I forgot exactly how to say their name.
Let us know, whatever. Yeah,
I call them the Predators. That's what they are to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But out of the 3 stories, which was your favorite one?
Bro, hands down, it was the Japanese one.
Had to be.
It was so dope. Yeah, it just kind of reminded me a little bit of like a Samurai Jack type of thing because they didn't really talk.
I thought that was so dope. No. I thought that was so dope. Just no words, straight action. Yeah. That's all we need for real.
Yeah, so that one was literally my favorite, and I just like the story in general of, and this is spoilers for anybody who haven't watched it, I just like the story of how the brothers, this is before even the Predators come, how the brothers had like this feud where they were both trying to get their dad's approval, but one of them was like, I don't want to be a killer. Like, I don't want to go down that path. And he ends up becoming like a Ronin, which was crazy. So I was like, okay, so this is ninjas versus samurai.
Yeah, that was sick.
I thought that was really dope.
And I also like the scene where, like, while they're fighting, he's putting on the armor and
stuff.
That
was cool.
That was hard.
That was dope. I thought that was clean. I was like, oh, my God. I didn't notice it at first. He kept getting every piece that he needed, and then he had the full armor at the end. I was like,
clean. That was
okay.
So clean.
Yeah. No, that was dope. So what? For you, it's the same thing?
Yeah, same thing for me. I'm not going to lie, and maybe this is recency bias, and maybe I'm just so juiced because I've been wanting, and I've said this before.
Something like this.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I've been wanting an adult animated movie for so long, and I'm honestly sad that this didn't get a theatrical release.
They should have,
because I think it would have showed how much money this could have made for us.
100%.
Because, dude, it's so good. I ain't gonna lie. There's not much of this movie that I didn't like.
Yeah, to be honest, it's like very far in between. To
be honest with you, I don't think there's anything in the movie I didn't like.
Really?
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm just.
I think you gotta think about it a little bit more.
Maybe I was just so juiced about everything, but that was like, what didn't you like about the movie?
I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just say, and this is like a little nitpick, but in the end of the day, we could argue what I'm going to say with all of the Predator movies in general. It's like, this thing is beyond our world to the next level, and there's certain scenes where I'll kind of be like, okay, wait, how did you even keep that blade out of your face? And this thing is like so strong.
I get what you mean.
Just kind of, it just feels a little bit plot armor a little bit, but I can't be mad about it. I can't be mad about it.
Okay, that's the one thing I'll say.
Yeah, yeah.
The plot armor for these 3 characters
Yes.
was insane.
Because all right, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm talking about
can I say
even with Torres,
Yeah.
the fighter,
dude, he
plane,
should have been done on that plane.
bro. It was his first time flying the plane,
Yeah.
and you're telling me he's able to fucking go through the buildings and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
without hitting anything,
No crash.
or
Yeah.
the fact that that plane had troubles of even starting.
And it lasted that long.
And is able to outrun a predator ship.
Yeah, see, that's what
That
I
was
was
a little
kind of.
crazy.
That's what I mean, but it's like it's such a small nitpick. I can't really say like, oh, it made me not like the movie any less. It's just if I had to give her criticism, that's what I would say. And the one with the Viking mom, I liked her story a lot. I thought it was cool. The only part I thought was a little bit plot was I was like, okay, dude, this thing is killing every single one of these guys one punch.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, it just didn't do the same thing to her. But I was like, okay, I get it because she's supposed to be the main character, and she has a shield or whatever. But
Yeah. I don't got
it was just very plot to me.
I do. Yeah, I get
know?
what you mean. But a lot of people complain about not having good female characters and everything.
I actually thought she was a cool character.
She was a good ass character.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, I think where people kind of get turned off by some of the female characters is when they just try to make them exactly like a guy.
Yeah.
And they kind of did that a little bit with this, but that's just a little bit of a gripe. But what I started liking her was later on when they're all together.
Yeah.
And she kind of was like, yeah, like, you're not going to get my boys. And she was kind of looking
like
at them,
protecting them, yeah.
like they were her sons.
Yeah.
And I like that. It was like, okay, she has like that, maternal instinct. She has that motherly kind of.
Yeah.
I like that concept. And she was still strong. She was
just
still
a hard
hard.
body Viking.
Yeah. So I still liked those elements. So I think I grew to like her a little bit more towards the end, when she got with everybody else. But I thought it was a great ass story.
See, I think I'm just a sucker, bro, because like each character, as they're introducing him, I was like, I love this. I love this person.
I already liked them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there wasn't really too much I didn't like, to be honest with you. I think it was just great.
Yeah, the movie was just so good. But
Yeah.
this director, Dan, I think his name is Dan Trachtenberg.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Dude,
Yeah.
He is single-handedly
Yeah, I know.
reviving this whole
Oh, yeah,
franchise.
because he did Prey, too.
He did Prey, and he's going to do the new
Badlands?
Predator movie that's coming out later on this year.
Badlands?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's doing the same one. He's bringing this Predator franchise back from the dead for us, dude.
Honestly.
Because the Predator franchise movie hasn't been good for us since, like, damn, it was the first one.
Yeah, I was going to say,
real.
yeah, the one
like,
with Arnold Schwarzenegger
yeah,
and stuff.
let's be real, bro. I mean, that one that came out in, like, 2009, 2010, I like that. I know you said you like that movie, too, with Adrian Brody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
And then they did the other one that was like 2018.
That
one was terrible.
That one was
They were like trying to make like a comedy.
garbage.
And all this
Yeah,
other
it was
stuff.
bad. And then
really
the AVP
bad.
movies weren't really good either for us.
Yeah.
I liked them as a kid, but also I was like 7 years old when I seen those movies, so it's like
anything
could impress me.
I thought Freddy versus Jason was crazy when I first seen it. You know what I mean?
yeah. So but this dude is actually making good movies, bro.
He's really building on the lore of it.
For
and
sure.
I like how he's kind of connecting the worlds. We'll get into that later, but I like how he's connecting all of it together. And it's kind of making it like the possibilities are endless now.
Yeah, even with the Alien movies that are coming out, because they're going to connect those eventually.
Oh, yeah. No, they're
coming
even
together.
they're doing a show on Sci-Fi.
Yeah. I think it's on Hulu, too.
Is it?
I think the show's gonna be on Hulu, but
'Cause
it might
it's
be
like,
airing on Sci-Fi. But it's gonna be on Hulu though.
I don't know if it's predominantly just the aliens, like the xenomorphs. I don't know if it is, but all I know is that they're in it and there's other creatures.
Oh,
that
okay,
are
that's
there
cool. Yeah,
in
but I
this.
did hear about that Alien show, and
yeah.
I think they're gonna, even with the last movie, Alien Romulus, that came out.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of teases to it in that Predator Badlands trailer.
Yep.
So I know that they're gonna end up building up to another AVP.
Yeah,
And I think this
100%.
time they're gonna do it good.
I think so too.
They're gonna go crazy.
I think so too. Yeah, because like now that they're really starting to kind of make the lore concrete, and I think
just even like the fighting that they had in this movie and in Prey also, like the action is just so
it's solid.
good, bro.
Like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even really a guy because like I'm one of those dudes that always I always talk shit a little bit about the dogfights in like Star Wars and things like that.
You always hate that.
This didn't bother me.
Yeah, it went crazy.
I was low-key like, okay, bro. Like,
this
is actually pretty entertaining. Like, and I liked that the Predator he looks so different.
Yeah, because he's not one to be fighting hand on hand. He's fighting in a ship all the time.
Yeah, he was doing them disgusting, bro.
I'm gonna lie though, out of all the Predators, he was probably the weakest one.
He was definitely the weakest one.
Which one was your favorite one?
My favorite one was bro from the the samurai era.
Yeah,
the way he was just posed up on the thing with his
straight
aura farming. I was like,
that was so hard. That was and bro even seen him before he got into the
That was interesting.
into the castle.
He was like, bro, that's why I said it's such an interesting concept, and we've been talked about this, of like somebody that has so much good perception, like a ninja. Both of you guys are almost ninjas. Like, we both utilize being in the shadows, being like not seen to this next level, and then it's like.
It's the perfect battle.
Yeah, it's the perfect battle, bro. So I just thought that was so dope, bro. Like that was clean. That was clean.
No, for sure he was my favorite. That was my favorite Predator too.
Yeah.
Besides,
and he looked weird too. Like he had like spiky ass spikes on his face and stuff.
I like how each of the Predators also
look different.
Like fit with the
time
they're fighting. Like the Viking Predator was a huge bulking Predator.
Yeah, and he had like this like punching thing.
Yeah. The Samurai Predator was more skinnier,
lean,
more agile with it. And then the World War II Predator was
more technological based.
Yeah,
he was in a fighter plane thing. Yeah,
and I thought that was really cool that they ended up doing that. It made a lot of sense instead of just them all looking like the Predators that we've seen before. Like they all look different, and even including the King Predator.
Yo, okay, so now we get into it. Dude, that was interesting. What did you think when they got to after everybody's story was over with and they show that they're all together on this ship?
As soon as they first started teasing it, like that it showed the little thing on her neck, and then it showed the samurai guy, and then from the samurai guy,
I had a feeling.
I kind of had a feeling what they were building up to, that they were gonna make them go to a planet where they were gonna have to fight.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were gonna be fighting each other.
I thought they were gonna have to fight.
I thought they were gonna do it like the Predators 2009 movie.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or 2010 movie.
Yeah.
Where with Adrian Brody, where they sent them all to that planet to be hunted.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they were going, but now it makes that movie make way more sense.
Yeah.
That they were capturing the strongest warriors and sending them to this planet to be hunted.
Yeah. I was like,
and in this sense, to fight each other.
Yeah.
Because these ones actually killed Predators before.
Yep. And dude, that what blew my mind, and I was like, oh my God, their lore is so cold. When the King came out and was pretty much just like, y'all three fight to the death. Whoever survives, you get to fight me.
Yeah. That was
I was like, whoa. And his appearance, he's almost like black. His skin is almost like a darker, like blackish metallic kind of color. And then I didn't notice this. His cape?
Is it Xenomorph tails?
It's Xenomorph tails.
I don't know. I heard that it wasn't Xenomorph. I seen some people say that it wasn't Xenomorph tails. That it was like
it looks like it though.
That it was like a different alien's like spine or something.
Yeah.
And I think the director kind of commented on. I don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah.
In my head, it's Xenomorph tails because that's more hard body.
Yeah, because they're like one of the hardest aliens to kill. I
think that's clean.
Yeah, that's like, dude, you have so many trophies on your back.
Xenomorph tails
and
on your
it's
back
like,
is
dude,
crazy.
you killed all of them yourself?
Yeah, no, that's hard body. Bro.
He had probably like freaking 8 of those things on his back.
That's so hard body, bro.
You know?
And, even like, the escape that they made, I thought it was cool the way that they escaped, the way that, Torres was able to figure out how to fly the airplane and get out of there.
Yeah.
And another cool thing that I thought was dope was them giving the weapon of their clan to each of them.
Oh yeah, that was clean. I like how that was funny to me. Torres was like, "This isn't even from my century." Like, what the?
You know what's interesting? Do you recognize that gun they gave Torres?
I don't. What is it from?
You don't recognize that gun?
No. What is it from?
It's in a couple different things.
Is it in Am I bugging? No, never mind. I'm bugging. I was gonna say I thought it was in Prey, but I'm tripping. It is.
It is in Prey, but it first appeared in Predator 2.
Really?
That's the gun, the musket that the Predator gives to Donald Glover's character.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. So
and
it was in Prey too.
It was in Prey. The pirate dude trades I think her name is Nora.
Yeah, the main girl.
Nara. He trades Nara the gun for something. And remember, she ends up using it on the
Predator.
On the Predator at the end of the movie.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't put that together where I'm thinking it's the same gun. I'm just like, okay, it's the time period.
It's because it shows the name,
the date, and all that.
Date on
yeah. 17 something.
Yeah, 1750 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same gun from Prey and from Predator 2.
That's actually insane.
In the comics, it has a different origin. In Prey, they changed it. In the comics, it was like some pirate that was freeing slaves, and Predator helps him and. He gives the gun to the Predator, and that's how he gives it to Donald Glover's character. But in Prey, they changed it so it's the pirate dude trades it with
Nora.
I think her name is Nara.
Yeah, I think it is Nara. Yeah.
Yeah, he ends up trading it with the girl from Prey.
Yeah.
And that just shows that
it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Wow, dude. I mean,
it gets me excited because we might as well just talk about it at the end of the movie.
Dude, the possibilities are endless.
Blew my mind.
The possibilities are endless.
Showing
they take the Viking girl,
Yeah.
and they froze her again. I like that though. I was like,
That
okay,
was
so
cool.
they're not gonna kill her.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep her because they're just like,
She's a
oh, so
warrior.
you a warrior,
Yeah,
warrior?
yeah,
like
yeah.
you really sacrificed yourself, and they just froze her back. And as they're going through the people, there's hella like I don't know if it's just humans.
No, there's other aliens there too.
You see the girl from Prey.
Yes.
That blew my mind.
And it goes back to I don't know if you watched to the end of Prey while the credits were happening.
Yeah.
It shows like almost like little drawings of more predators showing up after the movie was over.
Oh, so they came and got her.
So they came and probably wiped out her whole fucking village.
Yeah.
Got her and the gun too.
Yeah.
And took them all onto the ship.
And then it continues to this story now.
Mm-hmm.
See, and you know what's interesting too? You want to think about it? Because look, I don't remember from the first Predator movie. I think
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger is
survives.
supposed to be in there too. That means
So he's in
his
there.
character is in there too.
Adrian Brody's in there
Yes,
too because he
bro.
survived his encounter with the predator.
Yo, that's why I said the possibilities are endless.
They could bring back.
They can bring
A
back
lot of
all
these
of them,
guys.
and it's
Donald Glover's
animated.
character
It's
too.
animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow, dude.
That's what they like. This is gonna be
Yeah, this
really
is gonna be
interesting how they
Connect
handle all
this.
this,
Yeah.
and they could just do anybody now.
I know.
Like, dude,
Literally.
this is
And it was what we were kind of saying. It's almost like and my bad for cutting you off. It's almost like it's like I said, a Love, Death, and Robots for the Predator universe.
Mm-hmm.
You can do pirates versus the Predators.
Yeah.
You can do the Spartans versus Predators.
Knights.
Oh my God.
Spars versus Predator will go crazy.
Oh my God.
You could do Knights versus
Knights
Predators.
versus the Predators. Like the list goes on.
You could do
bro.
Aztec versus
Yes.
Predators.
Dude. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. There's so much that they can get done because they already did, World War II or whatever.
Yeah.
And Vikings, all these other things. So it's like, dude, there's so many.
The possibilities are endless, and the
Yeah.
fact that they just freeze them all, so it doesn't even have to be like a
Yeah.
time travel thing or whatever. They just have all these people cryogenically frozen, and they could just thaw them out whenever
Yeah.
they need to.
And you know what would be a dope concept as well is how with this group that we followed with the bullet, the sword, and the shield.
Yeah.
Instead of that, what if they go and they got like, let's say hypothetically, somebody like Mike Tyson, right? They go and get a guy like that, they freeze him, and then they make him go against like Leonidas, and it's like they put them in the ring, and they're not gonna be like, all right, well, let's just stay alive together. They're like,
Yeah,
we're gonna do
we gonna
this.
fade. Yeah.
And we get to see those fights happen too as well, other
that'd
than
be
just
cool.
the Predators or whatever the case may
And
be,
I
like a
also wanna
ninja
s-
versus
yeah.
like a Spartan or
Yeah,
something
got
like
real
that.
life deadliest warrior for
Yeah.
us, you know what I mean?
But it's like the Predators are just watching
Yeah, just
it,
watching it for their own entertainment.
and then whoever wins gets to fight the ultimate Predator.
Yeah. And I'm
Just-
gonna cap to you. I think Badlands, when that one comes out,
it's gonna expand.
because the movie is following the Predator.
Yeah, it's
It's
following a
the-
Predator.
that guy that
Yeah.
were the character, and he seems like a young
A
Predator.
youngling, yeah.
I think he's gonna break out people from those cryogenically frozen states chambers.
Yeah,
And I think he's gonna have a team of past survivors
that would be dope,
to fight against that king Predator.
bro. If they show the king in the movie, that would be insane.
Oh my god, he's gonna look crazy in the movie.
Yeah, they're gonna make him.
He's gonna look sick in the movie
because
bro.
they showed one that has like it's like tendrils. It's like almost are white. I don't know which one that is, but it was like kicking them down and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had
I
like
know
this
what you're talking
crazy like energy looking blade.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just curious to
Because
see
they all
where
have
this goes.
they're all different clans.
Yeah, they're all
and
different clans and
they all
different
live in
colors.
different places in
Yeah.
in their planet, so that's what they
Different
act
colors.
differently, and they're different colors, and
Yeah.
even like their dreads are different,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
their skin is different, and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. Like the one in Prey, I guess that it's called a savage one.
Yeah.
And they're from a more hotter like desert climate,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
why
why
they look like
his
that.
skin looks weird, and that's why his dreads don't look like
They don't look the same.
yeah, they look like I don't know, they look like scales almost.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
looks weird, yeah. But yeah, I'm really interested on what they're gonna do next with this franchise. I don't got this director. I have all faith in him. I think Badlands is gonna be an amazing movie.
I
I'm
think
saying
it's
it
gonna
right
be
now.
good. I'm gonna say, me personally, I'm just gonna guess right now, and let's see if I'm right. I'm gonna say I think this movie is gonna do pretty good. I think
sure.
because there's gonna be people that already kind of are expecting it to fail, that they might not go check it out until everyone else goes checks it out.
Yeah.
And then once they start seeing that everybody loves it, then they're gonna go into it. So
I think so
I'm gonna bank on it's gonna be a pretty damn good movie.
I think it's gonna be a good movie, and I think this movie is gonna open the doors to everything else, like
Yeah.
bringing other franchises
Yep.
too to fight against the Predator and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they are gonna build up to bringing back past survivors from other
Hell
movies.
yeah. They have to
almost
now.
do almost like an end game type of
Yep.
movie where Arnold is back,
Yep.
Adrian Brody, all these other characters from other Predator movies are able to
he
come
did
back and
freaking
fight.
Terminator so many times. After so many years,
Come on,
he'll
might
definitely do
might
it,
as
bro.
well. Might as well.
Yeah,
You know what
that'd
I'm
be
saying?
dope. Yeah.
I think that'd be cool because I also found out that and this would have been hard if they did this, but I guess Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor at the time in California, so they weren't able to film his parts. Remember in the Predators movie with Adrian Brody, Lawrence Fishburne's character?
Oh yeah.
That was supposed to be Arnold. That was supposed to be Dutch.
Really?
Originally, it was supposed to be Dutch.
Holy shit.
And he was on that planet hiding from the Predators and stuff.
Wow.
But
Bro,
since
that would have
That
killed.
would have been so crazy if they would have done
That
that.
would have killed because it's like, oh shit, they took him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But since Arnold was the
doing
governor at the
something,
time,
yeah,
he was the governor of California
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
He wasn't able to film those scenes, so they ended up just rewriting it to a brand new character.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's actually crazy. So, like I said, man, we're gonna see where this goes because there's so much lore in this that
You know what would actually be
is
interesting?
really good. What?
I want to see them hunt Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't know if they're gonna bring him back.
No, that could be animated.
Oh,
They can just get Brett's voice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you mean in the what caught?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely.
Because he dies in that Predators movie.
Yeah.
But to see
How
how
it
he got
happened
there
and
and
shit,
how he
yeah.
was able to fight them and
Yeah.
steal the armor and stuff.
Yeah, no, that would actually be dope.
Yeah,
Damn.
that would be
I
hard.
would want to see that animated. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
because they could do so much
They
dope
could do
shit out of it.
anything.
Yeah,
They could do anything.
yeah.
Animation just opens up
It
the
opens
doors,
up the doors,
for
yeah.
everything. And I hope that this movie shows other studios and everything that
Yeah.
not everything has to be live action.
Yeah.
Some things are actually even better in animation than it would be in live action.
100%.
You know what I mean?
So-
And I think, like you said, it could be pirates, Spartans, whatever.
Yeah.
This opens the door for everything to be included into this Predator universe.
Yeah, nah, honestly, I think that bro is just, if he keeps cooking like this, it's gonna bring back this whole franchise to the next level.
For sure.
You know, so I was just gonna ask you though, what do you rate this movie?
I don't cap to you, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't rate this movie 10 out of 10, bro. I swear. I swear. I think
I'll
this
give
movie
you that.
is a 10
yeah.
out of 10, bro.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, just because you know me, I always gotta be a little bit of a hater. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say 9.7. That's still fat.
You might as well just give it the 10.
I'm already knowing I could just, you feel me? I could
The
give it the extra
0.3?
3, but I'm just saying though, bro. I gotta give it that just for the plot, just for the plot.
The plot armor
Yeah.
was a little
so
crazy.
I'll just take out 3. That's it.
Okay, I give it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
valid.
I think
That's valid.
9.7 is fair, bro.
That's valid.
That's fair.
That's
Especially
valid.
like how solid all the stories were. They all kind of wrapped up pretty cool. You know what I mean? And I
The way
think
everything tied together
yeah.
was smooth and everything. That's why me
Yeah.
personally,
it's 10.
I give this movie a 10 out of 10, and I hope
Yeah.
they continue to make more movies like this.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let us know what you guys think about this movie. Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? You guys agree with us?
Mm-hmm.
And let us know what else you guys want us to review, whether it's a new movie, TV show, maybe even an old movie, maybe an old TV show. We might go back and visit certain things like that if nothing new is coming out or anything. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope you guys tune in to the next one.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.